Wow, oh my god. We're just getting started. I'm only 2 minutes late to round 2 of the SMZ3 community tournament. Woo! SP Ridley versus tonytyoung. We have a book! Ew! We have Varia, we have a book, we have the ability to read and the ability to go in very, very hot areas here for tonytyoung. I've obviously missed the first 2 minutes, but they've clearly taken a much different routing. My assumption here is that SP Ridley is about to find both of these items. Okay, there we go. So, not sure what the start for SP Ridley was. Could have been like, pendant? Or, sorry, not, what am I saying? Not pendant, but, could have been, Sahasrara's hut. There we go. Somebody can double check me in chat. But yes, I am here. My name's Jazzy. I'm here with Ye Old Fart Gamer, who is graciously tracking for us. Thank you very much. And we're just getting started with a real nice and easy SMZ3 early game. If you've never seen SMZ3 gameplay before, it's real straightforward, you know. We have was it book was in Sahaza. Thanks, Vidi. Awesome. What is it? So SP Ridley will have to learn how to read at some point. Bow on Lumberjack is gross. That is disgusting. What? I was pulling up the chat and I missed the bow. Oh my goodness, there it is. Ew. Ew! We have to kill Aghanim? Wow! That's annoying. We'll see how soon we have to kill Aghanim. If we see, so SMZ3 is a mashup of Super Metroid, Link to the Past, all the items from both games, and some extra is going to be randomized between both games. We don't know how heinous Morph's gonna be, Lord Goober, but, you know, at least we don't have to hunt for the ice rod. That's nice. That's something, you know? We love not hunting for Ice Rod. That's a cool thing. You know, something that kind of surprises me is that SP Ridley presumably did not check Saha Hut, and yet tonytyoung is kind of ahead. Kind of ahead in the checks here in the early game. Unless tonytyoung also skipped, what is it? Like the uncle kind of thing. Went to Blue Brinstar. Okay, well, that explains that. All right. Thanks for keeping me honest, chat. Thanks, everybody. All right. Oh, yeah. Powers is in a really nice spot in terms of wanting to go to Super Metroid. We're just gonna have to see what orb we get first. We're gonna have to see which orb we get first. Supers will be nice. We do have Varia, so check the ceiling item. Okay. Thanks, Forgotten Wolf. I don't know what that is, but it clearly wasn't Prague if he got it. So, this is what it is. All in all, though, pretty standard. Here's Spazer. That's hilarious, actually. Is it? Can I just not see it where in the tracker where I'm looking at it? Or did he not get it? I'm looking at chat too much. I gotta focus up. No, it was tonytyoung that got Spazer. Ridley's gonna get Spazer in a second. Okay. Whew. Lock in. There's a little bit of annoying traffic on the way back to my domicile. But yeah, we've got Timu Plasmers here. Morph at the tavern. Easy as you like. So we do have the nice orb first. But that also... That kind of points to... we'll see. The magic things here is going to be like Master Sword, Lamp, or Sword 1 with Cape and Lamp. For, what is it? For Aghanim 1 access, right? You don't need the Master Sword. Can get away with the Cape. So... We'll see what the item checks look like. Not for nothing, if you're gonna get the cape, that does tend to make some things easier. tonytyoung has boots. Everybody has boots, Lord Guru 3. That's a great question. We all have boots. This is a boots start tournament. Every seed is generated with Link, or whoever the sprite is, you know, whoever you may be, in Link to the Past with Pegasus boots on at the start. So, see how it goes. I think, to respond to Viddy, I think if Aghanim 1 ends up being the Dark World axis, that will be incredibly annoying, right? You would want to route Aga 1 in a more convenient way, obviously, because Viddy notes that Bow's not like a must-have early item, so ideally runners can route in Aga 1 with something convenient. Viddy notes the pyramid route with the mirror, which would be great. However, if it's cringe instead, and we need to go to the Dark World via... Wow, is that triple power bombs? And tonytyoung just leaves them? We're too good for powers! Hello? Enough power bombs. Overrated. Overrated mechanic, truly. Nice double bomb there. Nice ice rod to kind of clear it up. Yeah, I mean, you know, we do have a lot of power bombs. Not for nothing, so. You might as well. Some Link to the Past hell here. Coming in hot. Mini Moldorms doesn't always, you know, we found so much already. There's not much left for mini Moldorms and stuff to be, you know. Power bombs, supers, Varia. There's a lot of checks waiting for our runners back on Planet Zebes, but you don't leave the Sphere Zero Link to the Past checks behind. We want to clean up Sphere Zero Hyrule before we start taking care of Planet Zebes, you know? Because this stuff is easy. You know, you just knock it all out, then we can go to Metroid, or, you know, decide where you want to go next. And here, so if you're unfamiliar with, I leave sphere 0 behind. If you're unfamiliar with any of the glitches, tonytyoung just set up a water walk. I'm pretty sure you're fine to take damage and still get it. Yep. So with the boot start, it also makes this kind of sphere 0 checking a bit nicer because you can check the fairy waterfall and the hobo as well before kind of moving on with your life. Something I did learn the other day, though, I think while racing, is that if you bonk while water walking, you will basically knock yourself out of it, which was really fun. Thankfully, the hobo had nothing, but that did happen, so that was annoying. No bonks. Don't. Okay, we're good. Yeah. The bonk feels a little rough. And you do want to route it to Fairy Waterfall into the hobo, because, yeah, you can see the kind of jump animation here. Once he's jumped up here, wow! What a pay! That's a nice water walk payoff. What do you want here? SP Ridley gonna do the same thing, so... Out of Logic Glove lets you get the back half of Sanctuary, or back half of the Escape before you do some other stuff. Which is a nice, like, quick thing to pick up. You know? We're hoping for no bonks here for Ridley along the way, because that was at the hobo, not at Fairy Waterfall. So... You do not want that sort of thing to come back to bite you. Nothing in back half of the Escape, so back to Metroid. Bust of the sewers. You hate to see it, but, you know, it's alright. At least we have a glove. Also points to, I mean, Flips has got to be somewhere, right? Oh? SP Ridley is not going to the hobo. Where is SP Ridley going? Is this... oh, Saha Hut. Yeah, there we go. Saha's Hut. Okay. Reasonable. Catching up here. tonytyoung, gonna take care of the gauntlets with their 16 million power bombs. Dude, Kraid Green Pendant is so annoying. Oh my goodness. Fire Rod! Nice. I don't know if this is in Logic, but... because I know that without any suits, I think you need 3 E-tanks for the full gauntlet to be in Logic, but... I mean, you have Varia. You're kind of fine. Needs either can't fly or speed. Oh, okay. So this was delayed wall jump to get to... Okay, got it. I'm with you. Nothing for our troubles. Well, we got a Fire Rod. That's not nothing. Let's see what else we can see here. More power bombs. How would you like over 25 power bombs? How would you like power bombs for days? Yeah. Yeah, maybe there isn't a tank requirement on the gauntlet. I guess I kind of I do look at Emo Tracker a lot. And I notice, I feel like I've seen it have a can fly before and like 1 E-tank, and it'd be like, it's a yellow. I'm like, that's kind of fair. I hate the gauntlet. Or it could have been, I might have been low on power bombs is another thing. But in either case, it's time for the brainstorm loop. Let's see what, oh. In just a second. There we go. Mock ball. First try, you know. There's a 10 powers requirement. That could be it. Yeah. That could be it, Viddy. Mock ball. Not gonna get us too much. Let's check the early supers and see what we can see here. Nope. 20 bucks. Yeah. See, Pendant Crate is one of the worst things, too. I've had Varia at Pendant Crate before. It just feels horrible. Because I feel like Crate and Phantoon are kind of those bosses that you feel like you kind of just have to do. It's just really annoying, honestly. SP Ridley gonna make an interesting choice here. I don't know that Desert Palace feels right. It's a good amount of time investment without a weapon, and we just saw the fire rod. We know for a fact SP Ridley does not have it, so cannot complete the dungeon. I didn't see a map check. If this is a pendant, I guess you can kind of just check the 2 items and leave and hope that there's not an item on boss, but I don't know. Desert is crystal even too? I don't know. So you have 3 there's ice rod. Ice rod doesn't kill them though. So it's boomerang and use your last 3 bombs to check this last item. I dislike this a lot. The stun prize is nice. 20 buckaroos to the stun prize is not bad. If you don't get the second item here, then you're just kind of like, I don't know. You have to do this anyway. I guess you're just kind of hoping that you get some other Super Metroid thing here to make it all worth it. In the meantime, this Brinstar loop is really giving us stuff. Ice Beam, Magic Powder coming in hot so far. Yeah, last item on boss. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. And now it's finally going to be, yeah, SP Ridley's turn to head on over to Planet Zebes. Woo! We're too good for 50 bucks? Alright, we're not. We are not, in fact, too good for 50 bucks. Alright. Clean that up. Farm a few supers here. We actually, yeah, there's not been that many super pickups here. So if we're gonna go for this wave beam or wave glitch, it's gonna be on the 1 try. How much of a gamer are we, tonytyoung? First try, no high jump boots. Wow. Nice. Sick. Small shield for your trouble. Wow! We're too good for a shield? Like, red shield is at least pretty useful. Like, fringe useful to kind of have available. Kind of, alright. Yeah, man. Look, tonytyoung has a need. And that need is, in fact, force speed. If it ain't prog, it don't matter. SP Ridley, are we not doing the Bryn loop? Is it a red tower start to wreck ship? Oh my god, more power bombs. I wish I had more seeds where I just didn't have to think about power bombs. You gotta be... Ooh. It's a very nice wall jump. That wall jump off that pipe can be pretty annoying at times. So. You like 10 sticks? Yep. Nice little Mega Man X sprite over here for Ridley. I'm surprised it's not some kind of messed up Ridley sprite, dude. Come on. Live up to the name, Ridley. Jeez. Alright, let's get down to the red tower and see what we can see. Meanwhile, tonytyoung. $50. Unnecessary. Grab that energy tank on the way down. Some more energy in the red tower. Be pretty healthy, all things considered, all around, I think. for this SM early game. Varia and pretty much 4 E-tanks all around. 5 E-tanks gonna be kind of available all around once kind of these early checks are taken care of. It's gonna be pretty easy to live here. That's blue tunic for tonytyoung, even gonna get some survivability for unfortunate. Missed the D-boost for Ridley over here. tonytyoung's gonna have some survivability for Link as well as Samus, so pretty much easy as you like here. We are strictly out of PBs, so... Or, sorry, supers. We cannot be out of PBs. That's actually the one thing we really can't be out of. It's kind of impossible for that to happen, really. It's kind of funny because Tony has, does have Ice Phaser equipped, so because Ice will freeze first, we don't want supers? Come on. Ice will freeze first, so it is faster to get the missiles to clear that room, just so you have to shoot twice. I've just been looking at the wrong video feed the whole time. I was thinking to myself, why is the audio so delayed? I didn't work a full work day at all. No siree. Mental strain? Could never heard of it. SP Ridley's turn to go through the gauntlet. Gonna get the good news of the fire rod. Gonna grab what else there is to find in the Bryn loop shortly, I would imagine. I feel like we're pretty much on a lockstep here. Ridley, I could be a little bit behind from the early blue Bryn check, but otherwise, oh, you know, interesting rounding decision here. You could go for not completing the loop if you're Ridley. You could instead just say, you know, I didn't find anything in the ceiling. I didn't find anything at Morph Pad. Let's just go Ridley. Or the runner's name is Ridley. Let's just go Kraid. You could just do that into Upper Norfair since you do have Varia. I don't know how much better that is. You're stranding missiles below Mother Brain, which we know is nothing. Not for nothing. But it could be an interesting routing decision. I think it's tonytyoung's turn to head on over to Red Tower. This is probably going to be Red Tower down to Kraid. Unlike SP Ridley's Red Tower back up to go to the Bryn Loop. Gauntlet. All that good stuff. No? Oh, no, you can check the boat. That's right. E. 4 E-takes and Varia really ought to be enough for right now, so... We're gonna go probably get that if it's speed booster locked wreck ship anyway, so... Why not, I guess. Yes, yeah, Viddy, I was like, the CWJ angle? Are we just a gamer? Not for nothing, there are a good few runners that are in this tournament that do know how to CWJ. Like, it's not out of the question, but it is a fairly difficult trick. He's gonna get that E-tank anyways. Nice D-boost out of the room. Gonna go check cheeseburger. You know what? I'm gonna I hopped on the mic basically right as I got home. I full set up the mic and everything and got on the stream. But I really do need to grab some water, so I'm gonna pull up the stream. on my phone so that I don't miss any potential prog items. Then I'm gonna be right back. As soon as this ad goes away and I can safely be around. Is this... I feel like we can just check X-ray here. It's really... The spike damage reduction really ought to be enough with all of the other D-boosting shenanigans. Yeah, I mean... Good D-boost off of the Rippers here. Commentator's Curse. And then we got the last one. Pretty nice. Let's see X-ray. Oh, nice. Red and blue male. Baby seed? We're just living? We're just living all the time? Alright. tonytyoung gets some red mail. I'm gonna get some water. I'm gonna be right back. You know, it is deeply funny to see all of the different seeds that I've played, and then I just watch a seed like this where there's 16 million power bombs in the early game, and I just remember the times that I just 5 powers for an hour, and I just have to be in pain. Just why? Oh no, Ridley. Missed the attempt 1 wave gate, unfortunately. It looks like the right setup for the create quick kill here. See how it goes. Not gonna go for a second try, I don't think it's gonna be... Yeah. Just gonna get down, get going. Good create quick kill from tonytyoung here. Speed booster. That looks like a Norfair visit if I've ever seen one. And what did I say about Pendant Crade? What did I say about Pendant Crade? That guy, he's got something. He's got something hiding back there. It's too early in the game. It's too easy to get to. That guy's got some goods behind him. Today, it's the ability, it's the other boots. You know, these boot start seeds, they're so Link favored. Wow! Space jump! Alright, we'll just get all the movement tech. Okay, so can fly unlocked, speed booster unlocked, SP Ridley going back up the Blue Britain elevator. What? Why are we doing this? We already checked just for the... I guess just for the missiles below Mother Brain? Yeah. Because I guess the idea here is going to be missiles below Mother Brain, and then... And then go down to... It's gotta be like missiles below Mother Rain. Yeah, go back down. And then complete the Bryn loop here. tonytyoung starting on the kind of expected Norfair visit. If I had to hazard a guess, I kind of feel like SP Ridley, at this point now, I feel like this early game's gone a little bit, a tad bit slower. Maybe 5 minutes or so behind tonytyoung. Does not look like a slow seed, that's for gosh darn sure. Unless the progress really stalls out in these next 10-15 minutes or so. This is a pretty good pace seed. We got some real nice stuff going. Wow, we just really want that 50 rupees. Alright, yeah. I mean, no worries. You know, space speed is always a good look for going fast through Planet Zebus. Wow! The cape? Wait. We have Moon Pearl. We have cape. All we need is a sword. Or a net! Wait, does net put... No, because you still need a weapon for all of the other stuff beforehand, right? Because you can bounce the Gundam 1 stuff back, but I don't think you can do any of the other rooms leading up to a Gundam 1 with the net, so... I think we're safe for now. Both orbs obtained, though, for tonytyoung. Ridley is gonna get the news once they go back down, kill Kraid, take care of business. I like this routing here from tonytyoung. Before we go to the rest of Bubble Norfair, just take care of an old man. Just escort him home to his cave on Death Mountain. I don't think you need a sword to clear the curtain because it's magic cape lets you just walk through, as far as I recall. Vidi. Maybe I'm trolling, but I feel like I remember doing that. Oh, the electric bat. Oh, right, the curtain. Oh, the curtain to Agumon. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, we're gonna need a sword regardless. We need a weapon, like Master Chief did at the end of Halo 2. tonytyoung needs a weapon. Or I don't remember which Halo it was actually. I was too young. I was a young lad, a young gamer. I was but a child. Quick little reset after finding nothing on Spectacle Rock. I think that the old man save should continue. I am surprised here. I know that Wreck Ship is available, but Bubble Norfair was kind of right there. Like, that feels really reasonable to me, at least. Well, that's gonna be a Quake. One of potentially 1 to 2 medallions. Question mark, unknown, unknown. We haven't gotten a good look at Misery Mire or Turtle Rock, obviously, so we'll have to find that out later. Good to take care of, though, for sure. Ridley gonna go grab the speed booster space jump combo here. Hopefully gonna go grab the Moon Pearl out of the Ice Beam room as well. tonytyoung. Gonna see the 10 sticks in front of him. And gonna walk away. Quick kill? Oh. Oh. Nope. It's gonna be a DLC fight today. I missed the double shot on this one as well. Only 3 supers left. We're gonna have to be careful if we want to keep this to a short fight, really. Really can't be missing that many more of these. Commentator's curse. Please. Oh! No. Yeah. Welcome to the longer fight. Alright. Ah, that is unfortunate for SP Ridley here. Still pretty quick fight, all things considered. Pretty much missiles only, but, you know, it is what it is sometimes. Coming up next, it's tonytyoung versus the Ghost. It's Fantoon. That's a nice little rim clear. Speed boost obtained for SP Ridley. Suppose it's SP_ Ridley. Been shortcutting it. That's gonna be a mid. No Dopplers today. Just straightforward Fantoon. Or at least not with that pattern. Another mid here. Nah, just gonna be a real nice and easy Fantoon. No fast today. I think this could be the last round, maybe second to last round. Slow. Because Ridley or Fantoon sucks. I've been getting tripped up by Ridley being a racer in this in the name of a racer in this this stream. We did get bomb boost on the way down. So, one more left to go in terms of potential medallions. Now then, if you're less familiar with the medallion logic for this combo, it is still possible, technically, that we don't have the one medallion for both dungeons yet. Because it is possible for it to only be one of the medallions, and it is still possible for it to be either and not either of the 2 that we already have. Which would be really annoying. But, at the very least, you would be able to grab, would be able to have bombos for Ice Palace and other fire shenanigans. So. It's not a bad medallion to have, just kind of annoying that, it's possible for it to not really already be done. Saving is for losers, and we're just gonna go ahead. Various space jump really ought to be enough to make this room easy peasy. You know, I wonder if it's... That room clear was pretty fast, not for nothing. I wonder if it would have been faster to just space jump through the water. Because whenever you do space jump through the water, you get the, what is it? Whenever you do space jump through the water, you... Ooh, that's gloves 2 out of logic for tonytyoung. So that's actually a very nice Dark World access here, for sure, through Kakariko. About the water space jump, like, you actually just don't go as high, but it actually kind of lets you hover through the... What is it? Kind of lets you hover through the water without really thinking too hard. Kind of like that right there that tonytyoung just did. SP Ridley gonna be taking a different token. It's gonna be the Meyer kill into alright. Meyer kill, gonna check grapple beam. And everything leading up to that. tonytyoung kind of having a lead on the boss kills right now. By one. Only by one, but we'll see. In a sense, if Ridley finds something down here, then tonytyoung will... They'll kind of be matched up on bosses, in a sense. So... We'll see momentarily if we can find some stuff. Not much else in direct ship as of yet. Well, not much else. We've already got Bombo's gloves, so that's pretty strong. Flippers at some point is going to give gloves too. It's just a matter of when they arrive. Viddy does make a good point in chat here. That was a really nice blue suit clear of the attic. With the speed booster available, if you build up enough speed... Ooh, high jump. I don't know that unlocks anything at this point. I mean, we already have the can fly, but could make some movement stuff easier. With the blue suit, with the speed booster plus space jump, it'll let you kind of fly through, clear enemies pretty quickly. And it was, in fact, a very clean clear. Got some health, but no prog yet down here with the Croc, or Ridley. Would be pretty unfortunate. Oh. Unfortunate. Got a Shine Spark stored. Not going to be able to use it. But, it'll be fine. If there's no prog at either Indiana Jones or Grapple Beam here... I mean, we'll take 300 rupees, but, is that far? No, that's not close enough. Alright. Then SB Ridley will have killed Crocomire for nothing. And at that point, it will kind of be, does tonytyoung have the confidence to just skip Croc? Never mind. Crocomire was a sword. We need that. We do need that. So, whenever... Where was the cape? Where was the cape? It was... Oh my goodness. I do not remember where the cape was. Whenever SB Ridley gets it, that's Aghanim 1 access, theoretically. Front of HAB room? Okay, yeah. So, I think Ridley will be there soon. But, yeah, I'd love to get a sword. Not for nothing. Sword's pretty good. tonytyoung gonna do the reset here. I would assume it's... So, there's two angles here. You are swordless as tonytyoung, right? But you still have Dark World access, and pretty easy Dark World access, not for nothing. And yep, here it is. Nope, here it's not. Climb supers first? Really? I mean, I guess. I guess it's you have ice, so it's really easy. So it's like climb supers before the next Zelda transition. That's fine. Yeah, I mean that's fine. You have ice. It's pretty easy. Up we go. Climb supers gets us rich. All right, nobody's poor anymore. We did it. See what we can see in a bubble. More power bombs. Have we found all of them yet? We found almost all of them between both of the streams at this point. Maybe one more? Like, maybe one more? Vinny confirms all but one power bomb pack found across both of the streams here, yeah. Going down the elevator, is this... Wow, Tony short charges, dude. My goodness. That is some powerful energy right there. Waterway. This is a waterway check right now. This is an early timing to be doing chores, but I mean, if you had speed booster, I guess you might as well. And so far, I'm pretty sure it's been nothing, so I feel like I don't know. I feel like these dinky kind of speed checks are the kind of thing that you just hope you don't have to do. Really? So if it doesn't pay off, then yeah, that's gonna be a pure time loss off of Tony here. So we'll see if it shakes out. It's the annoying thing about doing this kind of routing for it too is that it's so awful to get out. Like there's no quick way to go back to anywhere that's relevant, really. So clearly Tony has been burned by these two spots enough. they're ready to not get hurt anymore. I don't think Tony saved that ship, Chris, on his XG. Yeah. So. Not sure. Like, yeah, it's there's so much available. Not for nothing, Bubble Norfair Ridley just went through and I think did end up kind of being nothing if the tracker is right to me. But wow. Is that really nothing? So with everything here, Ridley's gonna get the cape soon, and is going to get the Aga 1 in logic, and by virtue of that, the bow and the dark world. Oh wait, no, there's a lamp. There's a lamp in Bubble. Oh my goodness. Lamp is not nothing. Was Sword in Sword wasn't in Bubble though. Come on, Viddy. Come on, give me some give me some leeway. Sword was post Crocomire, alright? Sword was like grapple beam. Not for nothing, tonytyoung here gonna catch up to that lamp pretty quickly. And I would have to guess the sword will follow. There's not really that much else you want to go if you're not gonna go straight to the dark world after the unlock here, so yeah, we'll see. You could definitely skip Croc, not for nothing. You are right, Crescent's XG. Lamp at Wave Beam Rune. Yeah. Thanks, Viddy. This is why, see, you know, I'm a noob. I'm a noob at the commentating. My eyes can only go so far. I'm getting cross-eyed over here. At the very least, it's going to be Tony's turn to grab the lamp, bare minimum. Ridley going to have an easier old man escort with both the sword and the lamp available, really. So it's probably going to be a quick spectacle rock check into high jump boots, because I don't see a magic cape there on Ridley's back. So Ridley has a cape on their sprite, but no. My goodness. Okay. No cape. We're gonna take the lamp and we're gonna run the escape here. Check Dark Cross into the back half. Oh, missed the wall jump. There we go. Up we go. Let's see if Dark Cross is important. I would be highly surprised. Yeah. Okay, we'll go take care of the back half of the escape with our kind of out of logic glove from Tony. We know it's nothing, but it's a reasonable check, I feel like. I don't know. Missing out on the high jump boots here. Boots check here with the cape makes this routing feel really awkward because you could have had the cape to go directly to Aga 1 and have the Dark World in logic access for Ridley here. So yeah. It would be a difficult death warp on the rats with red mail, but I don't think that Ridley has the cape. So there's no Aga here. There's no Aga routing to be found. Why bail through to the sanctuary? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, it's we're pulling for the snakes instead for the death warp. All right. Yeah. I forgot about the snakes actually. Excuse me. Tony actually is gonna get going to Crocomire here, so. It's gonna be a sword to do the full escape here with Ridley. Tony's gonna get the sword soon. You have to imagine that a Dark World soon to follow. I really couldn't tell you who's really ahead at the moment. Feels pretty... The routing has been, like, slightly different enough where it's, like, just barely out of lockstep with each other. So we'll see. It's kind of nice having the red boomerang here, just for the, excuse me. If the guard spots you, like, even if he doesn't, you just go, stun with the boomerang for the death warp later. Not gonna see anything for now. Here's the death warp, but... what are we death warping for? Is this better than save quit? What else do we need? We did the full escape. We did Dark Cross. Does Ridley have a cape? Ridley has a cape. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Here's Aga 1. Alright. Yeah, Viddy, it is incredibly early to try to gauge aheadness as it is. I feel because there's some times where you could see two runners kind of really clearly being on a similar, like a really lockstep routing, and one's just going faster than the other. So. We'll see. not for nothing, this is a good way to route Aga 1 in the sense of you did... It's like one visit to Hyrule Castle, right? We did... we did the full Zelda escape, Death Warp, what is it? Back half of Sanctuary, Death Warp, Zelda escape, Death Warp. Now here's Aga 1. Pretty straightforward, easy as you like. In terms of checks that can kind of be out of the way, it's also kind of nice that you pretty much instantly get to see, you instantly get to check Pyramid Ledge with this. Also the catfish, probably. Yep. No hammer yet, so. Don't know that there's a way to get to somewhere else useful. Wow. Is this lava dive possible? Oh, yeah, because lava just makes you slower, not... Right, okay. Nice. tonytyoung gonna head on to Lower Norfair. See what we can see. So, I think this is gonna look like a Misery Myers scout in a second here after killing Golden Terizo. No charge, though. Is it possible? Oh, you could Green Gate. Probably... I would have to assume it's gonna be Green Gate down. Yeah. Yeah, if you watch this, if you watch this back in the VOD, or if you're just joining the stream, tonytyoung did get gloves 2 in an out of logic water walk check from the hobo. SP Ridley decided not to check the hobo, go to Sahasrala's hut after checking the very waterfall with their own, what is it? Wow. We're doing this? Wow, Super's here? That's kind of sick. Can you kill? I guess you could, yeah, you can farm, so. It's gonna be possible to get the supers necessary. Just be kind of annoying. Give us supers. Please give us supers. Supers, please. Wow. 3 right there. Not yet. Meanwhile, Aghanim 1. We're gonna get the bows soon. Now, this really ought to be enough supers. Alright. Take care of business. And to the Dark World. What's on that ledge? It's $100. Here's the scout. Skull Woods. Who cares? So pendant Kraid. Maybe there's a pendant in the Light World. It's pendant Skull Woods at the very least. Ether! Ah! Fire needs ether. You're so mean. This is a pretty out of... I think this is gonna be pretty out of logic shack. Yeah, because even with the current in logic Dark World access, you're not going to be able to go, not gonna be able to go over to the Mire area. So, doesn't matter anyways, I don't think, but, yeah. How much of a gamer are we, Tony? Are we gonna kill Ridley? I think we're killing Ridley. tonytyoung might just be that individual. Use the PB to farm some supers, and we're certainly not leaving Lower North Air. There's the short charge. Nice. Killing Ridley would be ambitious with this ammo count. Yeah, I mean, you just don't miss a single super and then hit another, you know, like another few missiles and you're in there. Easy. Easy. Easy, Viddy. You just don't have faith in Tony like I do. Oh, I missed Ridley cashing out the green pendant. Ridley does have the bow now. That's probably for sure. Oh, and that's Eastern Palace logic. Yeah, so supers on Saha. All right, fair enough. Thanks, Viddy. Everybody else has better eyes than I do. Do I need to get new glasses? Oh, man. I will say, this health and this ammo count is a real ambitious Ridley of all time. But, you know, there's a reason that I'm 0-2 in the races right now. So, dodge the key hunters. Those guys, safety saves are overrated, I guess. Alright, my bad. My bad! My bad. I didn't know you had it like that. You know? Suppose we have not seen Prague as far as I can tell, so. If there's literally nothing here but a Ridley boss kill, then... Oh my god, please don't die, Tony. Oh boy, spring ball. Do not do this damage boost. Thank you. It's like, please do not, like, have it do this damage boost. Now we do need to see, like, a pretty clean pirate fight. Or ninja pirate fight. Nice. Nice. Okay. And now we get to farm until we have 25 supers, basically. It's gonna be pretty annoying otherwise, I'd imagine. Where's the flute? My guess is Mickey Mouse. Because that was one of the very few checks that I did not see. So, Tony is gonna get paid for this Lower North Air visit. Not for nothing. We just need to make sure to escape with the goods. This farm does suck. This is going to be a while. So not for nothing. There's that. Oh man. I'm actively food covering a little bit. Whoa. It does not help that Tony is getting a disgusting farm right now. Ugh. Boy, vey. So Odron, there is like, so even the ice beam power bomb thing would make it go faster. Like, not even just like not even just like the wave beam would make it faster, but the problem is no charge. So yeah. How did Tony take so much damage, Crescens? You know, Lower Norfair sucks. Lower Norfair is just really rude, you know? It wasn't the key hunters. I think it was the hoppers. Before the power bombs of PBs of despair, desperation, shame. PBs of shame. This is a gross Lower Norfair equipment setup, but Tony is making it look, well, not easy exactly, but a heck of a lot easier than it really ought to be. So that's pretty good on his part. Let's not miss any of these supers. Oh. Is that one miss? That might be one miss. Oh, Pogo's nice. So we should only need... That's 1, 2, 3, 4... Pretty close to 5 supers worth of damage here. Pretty sure we're just done. Ridley! Ridley! Stop being mean. What? Ridley! Stop it! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Here's Pod for SB Ridley. So not for nothing, whenever Tony is doing what Ridley is doing right now, Tony will be able to fly with a bird. So. See how it goes. Tony with a quick farm here, probably for some extra health for the exits. Just make sure that bad things don't happen to us as much. Wow, nothing? Not even health? These bugs are rude, dude. Let's see if this pod... I look away for like 2 seconds. No, Ridley. Is that a death warp? Kind of, I guess. Key Hunter. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, no. Oh, no hammer. That's right. Hammerless pod is kind of a crazy dip. Y'all ain't wrong. What else is in logic here? We got the catfish. There's currently not a way to get to the... Oh. Done. Warfare. What else is in logic here? Desert Palace. Landmos? Yeah. Wow, if the landmost is the prog item, that will be annoying. Bottle out of Lower Norfair too? Okay. Here's a crystal flash. We love not dying. Big fan. Oh, please let us go. All right, we're out. We got our flute. We got a bottle. And we got a Ridley kill. Really clean Ridley kill, too. Was that actually the hammer in the big chest? Oh my god. I cannot... See, that's the thing about, like, watching these runs. You get so entranced on somebody doing, like, some death-defying thing. Like, please don't die to key hunters. And I look to the right, and... I don't know. I don't know if this is randomized. Is this even randomized? Doesn't look like it. Is this even randomized? I can't believe this seed, dude. This is a very interesting turn of events in terms of the prog that we are seeing for these gamers. For sure. King's Crypt. Is this in logic? Not sure. SP Ridley taking the more in logic route as it is at the moment. Tony getting arguably pretty paid off for the out of logic, both the out of logic water walk to the hobo and the out of logic lower Norfair dive here. Getting paid pretty nicely. Take care of the sick kid for wave beam and a and a flute. All right. Tony's got the whole world open to them at this time. Ridley, gonna be going in hot on a Helmosaur. Where was Gloves 1? Like the in-logic Gloves 1. Wrecked Ship? Did Ridley not do Wrecked Ship? Ridley, no. Ridley has not done Wrecked Ship. So, I think that's a thing. Ridley's missing Hero of Time. I believe it's in the Wrecked Ship. Yeah, Spiky Room of Death and Death in Wrecked Ship. Thanks, Viddy. So, not for nothing. We really ought to be ready to kill Fantoon at this point. But I think SP Ridley is just gonna do some more. Just a few more Zelda checks, I guess. I heard the item sound for Tony, and I did not see what the item was. And I'm just hoping that it's nothing. Because I can't tell. Oh, also, ye old fart gamer, Tony did kill Fantoon, and it was Crystal. Some keys for your troubles. Just let the hand grab us back. Cane of Samarion, the Helmet King. Come on, man. This has to be the most in shambles I've ever been commentating one of these seeds, where every charge. Okay. So ammo is officially not as much matter. Nice charge for Ridley here. As soon as Ridley finds a bottle, it's gonna be a nice it's gonna be a nice little beam setup for damage. This is the most in shambles I've ever been commentating. I'm really sorry. I've been missing item checks left and right, and every time I look back to the item checks, it's like another piece of heart, and every time I look away, chat's popping off. Cane of Samaria! Charge beam! Okay, I saw the charge beam, but... Upper cave, nothing. Digging game. Let's see it. After this, it's going to be the reset, I would assume, to the wrecked ship at this point. For Ridley. Eventually got to get the glove. Mirror! Oh! Nice. So here's the Tower of Hero access. Oh, you're stuck in the Dark World. Sorry, your save and quits are slow now. Bum bum ba bum. Tower of Hera first or wrecked ship first? What do we want? So Tower of Hera. Alright. We found the other cane. Cane of Bjorna at the chest game. We can read, but we only have sword 1. So we're only going to be able to scout this ether tablet. Let's see if Ridley remembers to scout the ether tablet. That would be good. Tony is in an out-of-logic universe here. With our gloves too, gonna check the sound. Ridley thankfully remembers the scout. Move right along. Easy as you like. It's time for the Tower of Hera. Hopefully we don't have to go to the basement. Yeah, Tony is... Yeah, that's a good point, Viddy. Tony is going to be able to do the blacksmith and the whole smith chain with the flute. Oh, man, that is a really nice, speedy setup here. Master Sword for Tony as well here in Thieves Town. I didn't miss it this time, guys. Unless I missed what Ridley has found so far in Tower of Hera, but I don't think it was that much. This time, Viddy missed it, and I saw it. You know, takes a... What? Did Tony just save quit? What am I missing here? Why did Tony save quit? Oh, the cape glitched! Oh no! We're out of magic. Oh no. You hate to see it. Tony gonna grab the bow here. No? Oh, escape first. Right, we... Things. No? What are we doing here, Tony? Talk to me, Tony. What's going on? What's happening? Wait, no. Ridley's the one that's in Tower of Hera. What was I thinking? Hammer down. Don't fall. Easy as you like. Alright. What did Tony just do? Thieves Town. Okay. Where's the cape glitch? Oh! I didn't see that it was a pendant. That was the last pendant. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, I will say, Fart Gamer, I do not believe that Tony has the hammer. That is, in fact, not randomized. It was in pod, and I don't believe Tony's gone there yet. It's a real interesting race for sure. So we did a useless Tower of Hera on the side of Ridley. It's a bold move, Cotton. We'll see if it works out for him. We're gonna check the basement. I really can't imagine that this Tower of Hera was correct over going to the wrecked ship, but that's okay. That's one way of getting that glitch, yeah. Alright. Nice. Alright, in the meantime, it's Tony's turn to get on going. You're right, Crescent's XG. Some people really don't like Wreck Ship. But we've even found more E-Tanks at this point. This really ought to be. Varia and like 6 or 7 in E-Tanks really ought to be enough. Come on, guys. It really ought to be enough. But that's alright. Yep, nothing in Tower of Hera. Ugh. You know, Ridley might just be counting that just do it while it's here. There might be prog and there might be something on ped. But, man. Alright, don't forget to scout the floating island. Don't do it. It's a piece of art. Alright. I say this because... yeah. I've forgotten to scout the floating island before. Yeah, Crescent's XG. Tony's lower Norfer was definitely a lot more questionable than the Tower of Hera check, but I mean Tony's just that individual apparently. You just want to take care of business. There's been a lot of kind of hard mode kind of checking going on the left side of the screen today. All right, I got one down. Here we go. We have a gloves too, so we can, unlike Ridley's check, we are able to a little bit more easily get the checks up to. Oh wait, no, but Tony already checked Thieves Town stuff, so that's not relevant here. Yeah, never mind. Paradox Cave, nothing. All right, unfortunate. Ridley, it's time for you to go to the wreck ship. Get your Thieves Town access. Come on. Eat your veggies. Kill the ghost. Tony, gonna check the catfish here. I'm not saying being thorough could not pay off here. Being thorough is, you know, being thorough is a great thing. I think it's a good point. Shindig Pig a while back in the training room, whenever I was asking about different routing and stuff, made a great point that you really ought to be just faster at 200%ing both games to get a really good time with it. And really is being thorough, not for nothing. But what I'm saying is I think there are mildly better ways to be thorough here, right? Because you've had the whole wreck ship available for a while, and Death Mountain is kind of something that you would like to do with some of the items. You know, you would like to have hookshot. You would like to have gloves. You know, mitts. All sorts of fun stuff. To really get the bang for your buck out of the out of your Death Mountain visit, right? So that's all I was thinking. Here's the bow. Climb supers for SP Ridley here? No? Where are we going? Yes, we are going to climb supers. Okay. Okay. Desert Palace now for Tony. Gonna get to see if the item on Landmos is anything important. Okay, now we did climb supers. Did we not do Billy Mays earlier? Ridley! Where are you going? I'm pretty sure Ridley did Billy Mays. We are going back down to Crave. Where are we going? What are we up to? Oh, I think I keep forgetting that waterway is a check that exists. And also Wavegate. Right. Ridley did not get oh my goodness. I know the checks were stranded, Ridley, but the wrecked ship is right there. It's right there. There's so many items. There's so many items. I promise you. I promise you that it is item density. Item density, Ridley. Please. Please. Oh no. And now he's gonna go to the waterway. Oh. Like, look at this. Come on. You have Varia. You have 8 E. Is that 8? That is 8 E tanks. 70 missiles. It's. You've done all of your other vegetables so far. You did Tower of Hera. You did Pod. Like, you did Hairless Pod, which paid off. Please. Come on. Mega Man does not want what Fantoon is serving up. I'll tell you what. X is not interested. It's a good double kill so far for Tony, but no fire rod. Or sorry, no more magic, rather. leads to the double spin attack with the Master Sword, and 20 bucks. So that's nothing. All right. Kind of harder to keep track of where everything is because the routing has been kind of drastically different at this point. Where are the flippers? We need flippers at some point. Flips would be good. I think this is this the first Agina check? I think this is the first Agina check. I'm gonna laugh when Agina's something for once. Like, we are really kind of going down to the bottom of the checks here. I'm fairly sure. Nope, nothing. Okay. I think even logic is gonna dictate at this point that Tony's gonna start tracking through what Ridley has already gone through, and Ridley is just now getting through some of what Tony has already gone through, so gonna be a little bit of a retread here for a little bit. Step 1, Tony's gonna go cash in that green pendant, get some supers. This area is horrifying now because he killed Aghanim 1. The in-logic checks left are Magic Bat, Zora, Spike Cave, back at Thieves Town. Thanks, Viddy. Yeah. Pretty on spot assessment. Graveyard Ledge. I don't think we've seen a Graveyard Ledge. We saw King's Crypt. Don't think we saw the Graveyard Ledge. Which was a mirror check, so Tony definitely hasn't done it, and Ridley hasn't gone there either. No, because you can go because the gloves are in logic. Ridley's about to get the gloves 1. That gets you to Dark World, into Village of Outcasts, and then you only need to mirror after you use the boots to get to the right spot for Graveyard Ledge, as far as I can tell. So really, what's gonna really kind of crack it open and put everybody on about the same page is that wherever this flipper is, dude, wherever these flips are, yeah, K45 Bomba is also in play. That is correct, Viddy. So, because the mirror is in logic. Ridley's been the one that's mostly honest, but once Ridley finds wherever these flippers are and gets the gloves too, it's going to be annoying at best. Because you know, there was a decision made to not go to the hobo after Fairy Waterfall, right? It's not that we already didn't do the out of logic check. We just decided not to hobo. The hobo just happens to have the gloves. It's just rude, but, you know, it's okay. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with playing in logic. You just gotta go fast. Easy as you like. Fan tune down. Ghost deleted. Crystal 1. That's gonna be a fan tune here for Ridley. Alright. Once Ridley gets through the almost got the jump morph into there. Not sure what the term is exactly. It's definitely gonna be a Dark World Chores angle for the gang for sure. One of these dinky little checks has got a pair of flips behind it, so. Do we really need the 45 max power bombs, really? Is that really necessary? Now this is definitely a very close race. Gonna take the same and quit here. Not gonna use it. You know he's not gonna use it, but you know it's a good hope. It's good to have hope in your heart. Maybe I don't have to walk back. Is that gonna be Tony's chores first? I think. It's a real neck and neck race for sure. So a lot of the time save from Tony here is going to be from getting the early flute, right? And so Ridley is not gonna get the flute for a while. Or at least by the time he gets the flute, it's not gonna be as useful as it already is for Tony. So we'll see. Tony's gonna put off pod like Ridley put off wreck ship. Says Crescent XG, yeah. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, you hate to do hammerless pod, right? It's one of those things where you hate to do a dungeon without being able to full clear it, but, you know. At some point, where the item density is... Here's the mirror. So Tony can do... I think Tony can do a neat little... Yeah... You could do like K45 bombos. It's looking like Smith chain first, so... Jeremiah the Bullfrog, who was a good friend of mine, into a just that is purple. Hammer pegs too. Oh, nope. I just said it. Doesn't have the hammer. Ridley has the hammer. The hammer is in pod. The game is not randomized. I wonder what the odds are of a pure vanilla seed. You know what I mean? What are the odds of a randomizer where you press randomize and all of the items are just vanilla? You know? That'd be kind of funny. Imagine that. You'd have an early lamp. That would be nice, actually. That'd be kind of nice, you know? Early lamp, early sword, early more, you know. Full vanilla. Honestly, the concept of pure vanilla SMZ3 by itself is kind of a funny one to me. Here's our in-logic bottle, okay? So, not for nothing, really is going to be able to get to the wave beam as well without doing the lower north air visit just yet. But our checks are starting to really be questionable. You have to think that soon we're gonna get there. Tony, you're gonna grab the great news of charge. Ammo is now officially not required, but it would make things a good amount faster. This Bombos has to be disgusting. This Bombos tablet or this purple chest is gonna be like I don't know, gravities here, hook shot here, or something. It's gonna be some kind of chain where it's like hook shot into gravity, gravity into meridian to hook shot, something like that. It just, come on. We're running out of things to do here. Oh my goodness. Is it Bombos? Bombos tablet? For real? For real? My goodness. Can roll back to the start of the stream where I'm like, yeah, the item prog is pretty good. We're going pretty quickly, you know? Wait! No, this isn't in logic. Because the Master Sword was Thieves Town. Wait, no, that is in logic. No, Master Sword's Thieves Town, that's in logic. Where's the item? Where's the prog? Help! Graveyard Ledge? We didn't do Graveyard Ledge? I don't think. What are we doing here? Did Tony not do Zelda Escape yet? Tony did not in fact do Zelda Escape before killing Aghanim 1. Fair enough. What checks are left? What am I missing here? We cleared the Brinstar Loop. We did all of Wrecked Ship. Tony just did out of logic Lower North Air for fun. All 3 Light World dungeons complete. We looked at the catfish. You could do... You could do... Out of logic... Not out of logic. You could do... You could do front half of swamp? Front half of swamp, right? No. No flips! No flips! Oh my gosh. Where are the flippers? Magic Bat. Okay. Magic Bat. Zora. Graveyard Ledge. Back at Thieves Town. Thanks, Fiddy. Thanks for keeping me honest. Death Mountain right side with hammer. We've seen Paradox Cave. It is nothing. Odd round. Paradox Cave is nothing. Gloves 2 is not in logic until flips. So it's not in the Dark World Death Mountain. We're gonna see some truly heinous item placements here. As our runners do everything they can to try to find them desperately. And they're gonna get down into the water. Oh, goodness. Yep, it's just... Might as well go to bed until somebody walks over to the bat. Bat or the back of Thieves Town. We got a hammer. Honk Chu. I'm feeling it. Well, I messed up signing for this one a little bit. But it's, you know, it's for the audience. We want to have it. It's nice to have a stream. You know what I mean? Tony has finally gone to pod, so that's gonna be the Vanilla Hammer. Yeah. Ridley, in the meantime, taking care of the Landmos in Desert Palace in just a moment. Lamp to light the torches, lets you save on the magic, and it'd be nice. Because there is the small magic refill there, doesn't even want it. Fair enough. I did not know you could use the fire rod like that. That is so cool. What? Rapid fire. Really trying to wrap up this last of the Lambos here. Nice. Spin attack, hammer combo, take care of business, get 20 bucks for your troubles. Oh, yeah, Peg still needs the flips. Yeah, that's right. You do need Mitsu to open up the smith chain and the hammer pegs area. And that is behind flips. Where are the flippers? Where are we gonna go, Ridley? Where are we going? It's time to go to Thieves Town. How unfortunate is this cape glitch gonna have been for Tony? Was this the prog? Ridley's finally gonna get the Sword of Evil's Bane too, not for nothing. Don't speak this dark magic onto us, O-Round. Vanilla flips? I mean, it could be. It could be. You don't know. You never know. Pendant Skullwoods check here first for Ridley, looks like. So. You know, I hate that yield for a gamer. In the chat, the commentary chat. There is technically nothing stopping Flip's pedestal. I hate that. I despise that. Is this a pedestal? Ridley will... Okay, so Tony did not do the Skullwoods check with a mirror. Ridley will be able to mirror and scout the pedestal here. Now, do you do it before? It's going to be after the dungeon. You are going to clear... Wait! If it's on pedestal, Ridley has the advantage. Because... Kind of. Because... Well, no, yeah, because Ridley has taken the time already to clear all of the pendants. It was only Tower of Hera, like, before this. Oh my goodness, that was too close. SB Ridley. Really annoying that we're gonna have to do this with, like, Sword 1, but it is what it is. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're gonna have to kill this Gibdo with a boomerang and a Fisher Price sword. The Sword of Evil's Mockery. Alright. It's gonna be a little bit of a painful macula, but if the pedestal actually is anything, then that's really rude. That's gonna suck. Yeah. It's looking like a hammer down Mothula fight for Ridley. Don't know how... No, it's pretty fast, yeah. Hammer is, in fact, Sword 3, but slow, so... Good pendant pickup. If the pedestal is something, that's pretty big payoff. You have to think that Tony's not going to be going to Tower of Hera until all the checks kind of get taken care of, so... Yep. Scout it, Ridley. Or, nope, get it. Oh, it has to be a scout! Ridley doesn't have the Master Sword! Oh! Okay, well, Ridley will be able to get the Master Sword very soon, so that's not nothing. Wait, no, it works! No, of course it works! You don't need the Master Sword to get the Master Sword, and it's $20! Pet's dead, baby. Pet's dead. Alright, well. That's gonna be the cane for Tony. Let's check the last chest in Skull Woods here. Actually, it's almost ruder if this is an item. That's actually just really mean if this is. No? Okay, it's energy tank. Okay. Where's the prog? Oh, I just okay. I mean I've asked, but we know, we've talked about it. The bat! Tony's checking the bat. Finally, it's a check that we've really not seen. Vanilla Flips is still alive. Let's see the bat. The bat is up to bat. Let's see it. Flips, gravity, what do we got? Shovel! Do more chores! Dude, I curse thee with choring. Go do your chores. Oh my gosh, what an absolute... Okay. Time to do the chore. It's gonna be really gross if it's something like Vanilla Flips into Swamp Palace, has the hook shot inside of it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Or, it's a bottle. It's nothing. Or hookshot in Hookshot Cave. That's happened twice this year. On a stream. Hookshot has been in Hookshot Cave. If only Mushroom was on the big spot. If only. Graveyard Ledge. Or what else do we have here? Bank of Thieves Town. Alright. Tony's turn. Tony's giving us the goods. And by the goods, I mean the rest of the checks that we don't know about. SP Ridley here. Graveyard Ledge. Who's gonna get the prog first? We really are kind of still in about the same spot. So, honestly, even after this, we're still gonna be in the same spot, really. Flippers! Woo! Alright, here we go. That's gonna be gloves 2 for Ridley as soon as we go to the hobo. You have to think that Ridley's gonna check the king as well, see if the Scam Lord has anything for us, and see if there's anything on that Scam Lord's ledge. Hook Shotless Swamp is in logic, yes. You do hate to see it. Are we not gonna check? We're not gonna check the king yet. Fair enough. We have the Thieves Town in availability. Nothing wrong with that. It's time for Thieves Town. After Village of Outcast stuff. Alright, Tony. Show us what we got left. Is that literally nothing in this dungeon? Am I gonna go crazy? Or is there something left on blind? Am I gonna lose my sanity here? Or what's going on? Ice Palace also in full logic. That is correct, Viddy. Do have the Gate of Samaria for a nice little icebreaker. Da, 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 da. That's a nice first 2 heads up from Tony. Tony's had some really nice, clean bosses so far in this run. Alright. Oh my god. There's nothing! The prog is in the chars! Well, no, it's not. We still have Hookshotless Swamp, and we do have Ice Palace now, so. First, Tony, I think, yeah, Tony's gonna go get the flips and put everything, not everything, but some amount of what Tony's done into logic. And then we'll see after that. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to get a water refill. So I will be right back again. As soon as the ads clear on my phone, so I can keep up with the stream on Twitch. I think it is, yeah, it's looking like Ice Palace first for Tony here though. Makes perfect sense. In logic, pretty easy to knock out. We have Candace Samaria for the Icebreaker. We have Bombos. Nice and easy, really. So. Alright. I'm gonna be right back. There really does have to be a thing that we just find all of the items. Ether! Alright, that's Meyer in logic. Hook shotless Meyer incoming. Awesome. You know, I miss the hook shot. Does anybody else miss hook shot, chat? I miss hook shot. Hook shot is so cool. Quick shot's such a nice item. Ah, missing that last fire rod shot too, kind of annoying. I think that would have gotten 2 heads instantly right there, but it's okay. Hammer will take care of business. The whole load of nothing in the Ice Palace? Awesome. Sick. %200% seed incoming. We've got Meyer. We've got Turtle Rock. I mean, not for nothing. Well, no, we still need gravity for lower Norfair and logic. Alright, somebody's going to the Scam Lord. That's not an item, I don't think. Does the Scam Lord have the goods? Is he a criminal? Sword 3. You know, he's a crime lord, but it's not that bad. Flute is in lower Norfair, Viddy. Flute is in lower Norfair. So, lower Norfair not actually in logic. Norfair has the item that put the lower Norfair into logic. As it is. It's looking like a Turtle Rock visit here for tonytyoung. Meanwhile, SP Ridley, what are we up to? What are we up to? Is this an item? Asthma. Oh. Things that happens when you miss the... Things that happen when you miss the first 2 minutes of the game. Tony gonna be backtracking a little bit here. Ridley gonna be going to Catfish. I think Tony was the one that did Catfish earlier, so it's gonna be Ridley to check Catfish into Catfish into the Zora. Zora's not gonna have anything. Well, Zora's gonna have a sword. Sword is nice. Sword 3 is good. Spiral Cave, nothing. Yeah, we're betting against items in Tower of Hera, which is pretty reasonable. It's a pendant. Super Bunny. We haven't seen Super Bunny. The Super Bunny in Logic. Gloves 2 is in Logic. Mirrors in Logic. Yeah. Super Bunny Hookshot Cave is in Logic. Yeah. And we haven't seen it yet. So, Tony is gonna find nothing in Paradox. Then we're gonna go. You could route it like TR into Super Bunny hookshot bonk. We'll see what the thinking is. Can we get red crystals without flips? Oderon, I don't know, man. I'm keep it a buck with you. I got no clue. I have no idea. Let's go open up Total Rock. Pretty reasonable thing to do. We got Sword 3. We got all the rods. We got a good amount of health here. Red tunic. Really shouldn't be at risk of death here. Magic powder as well. So many anti-fairies that can be turned into fairies. Really ought to be enough. Yeah. I know, right, Vinny? Boo to Vanilla Medallion Seals. Is this even randomized? First we have Vanilla Hammer, now we have Vanilla Medallions? Come on. I want my money back. My $0. Ooh, Spike Cave! It's one of the chores that we haven't seen yet. Let's see it. Spike Cave! Woo! Alright. Here we go. Ugh. 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 That is gross. Alright, well. That's gonna start opening up things, I think. For SB Ridley. That's gonna be Swamp Palace for sure. Yep. Here we go. Swamp Palace. I bet you if Swamp Palace has... It's gonna be... What's gonna be the grossest outcome is if Gravity is in, like, TR here. Where Tony is. Because for Ridley's game to be really, like, smooth... You kind of want it to be Swamp Palace has Gravity, and then you could do TR into GT, right? Oh, that really needs medallions. Oh my gosh. Were they all in Lower Norfair? I don't remember where either was. Oh goodness. Ether's in ice. Okay. It's not too bad. Not too bad. You could kind of route it. So Gravity puts the flute in Logic. So Ridley can kind of do I think Ridley has a nice routing here. Because what you can do, so long as Gravity is within these... If Gravity is in Swamp Palace or another chore that Ridley does, then you could do something like Swamp Palace, Ice Palace, Meridia, Lower Norfair, Flute to Meyer, Flute to TR, beat the game, right? Now, it's gonna be kind of up to... It's still neck and neck. This is still neck and neck. If Gravity's in Hookshot Cave, that's kind of bad for Tony. If it's not, and like the loss of time from the the late hook shot grab is negligible, then I think Tony's fine. If gravity is like on the back half of swap here, though, as an example, I think that's pretty bad. Skipping the left side for now, reasonable. We hate the left side. Like, if you're Tony, you really want Turtle Rock to have something here. So. That's not a lot of magic to do this diver down with, partner. Alright, my bad. You got it. You're that individual. No worries. No worries. I got you. I don't know why I ever doubted Tony. Oh, Ridley. I'm watching Ridley do it. And I'm like, yeah, Tony diver down. Where's the grab? X-ray Lamau. Gravity TR! Okay, that's big. That's pretty big. So, it's really kind of anybody's game. They're kind of gonna go through... They really are kind of gonna go through the rest of the bosses at a pretty similar clip. If Tony checks Spike Cave after TR, I think that might be enough of the advantage to close out. It's hard to say, though. Where was Quake? I think Quake was the one that was in Lower Norfair, right? Wait, no, it can't be, because... Oh my god. Out of magic! Oh no! Oh, that's a heartbreaker. That is a heartbreaker for Tony here. You despise that. That is rough. We got a small magic here to keep us going. We're gonna have to go through the whole area again. Oh, that is a heartbreaker. Where was Quake? Not sure. This Quake is TR. It can't be in Lower Norfair, because that's the Lower Norfair axis in this seed, in logic. So it was somewhere else. Is it also in Ice Palace? Not sure. I'm not sure, gang. This is a real nail biter. It's gonna come down to the wire for this one, gang. It's gonna come down to the wire for sure. I do want to see Tony lay down the I don't know if you have enough magic, but it would be nice if it's possible to lay down the Mario block. Well, guess we'll never know. It looked like it was possible. Lay down the block before the magic refill, just for that, just for the extra bit, right? Might as well. That was a good swap. Cleaned it up this time. Yep. We ain't doing this again. Oh, on the way to laying the block? I see. Oh yeah, it's on the way to laying the block. It refills to full. I don't know if it matters, to be fair. Just thinking like the idea of so that's Ether versus Quake. like lay the block before the refill just to have the actual legitimate max magic, but I don't know that that actually matters. Viddy. Here's Super Buddy first. Tony, will you remember Spike Cave? Everything might be onto this unironically. Will Tony remember Spike Cave? Please don't die, Ridley. Please. Okay. Hookshot Cave, first bonk. I don't think we're missing anything else for go mode at this point. Silvers is nice. Holy. Spike Cave. Spike Cave. I think he's going. It looks like he's heading there. He is. All right. Tony will get the hook shot. This is nice. This is big. It's still gonna be neck and neck. But, so let's see here. Let's take some stock. Tony only has Meyer, Swamp Palace, Meridia left. Ridley has Meridia, Meyer, Turtle Rock left. Now we know that we have to do... We do know that we have to do Turtle Rock before Meridia. But we have, yeah. Tony has a pretty quick go mode here. Tony does have, we'll mention, Tony does have the flips. So I think with that, I think that's gonna be it. I think Tony's, unless, you know, barring some egregious, you know, play, like some egregious death, or 2, or 3. Like some egregious deaths, like plural, like I don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, you're in go mode now, Tony? Surely? Yeah, I mean, it's all gonna come down to this, basically. Where's that Quake? Was that an intentional reset? Out of magic, I guess? That won't refill the magic. There is a full magic decanter in the dungeon. Not for nothing, so... Oh, tried to get a fairy. Sure. I mean, theoretically, that's death 1. It's kind of annoying that we're gonna have to check the basement here first by way of the magic that we have allocated. Oh, no, we're just gonna go grab it and come back up. Fair enough. Oh, Ridley has Quake! Wait. Hold on. Chat, hold on. Hold on to your butts. Okay. Go do Turtle Rock! What? Just do it! It's right there! No! Just do it! Okay. Fine. It's fine. This is totally reasonable play. We just do Super Bunny. We're gonna have silvers. Just Super Bunny into Hookshot Cave. And then Turtle Rock. Please. Please, Ridley. Please do Turtle Rock. Oh, wow. No, I mean, I think at this point it is just too many dungeons back, right? Because Tony has already killed Ridley. Ridley still needs to kill Ridley. Ridleyception. Alright, Ridley's gonna go back to TR, but I mean, again, barring some really egregious deaths from Tony, I think there's been enough of a lead gathered up here with that early lower North air dive. Viddy also often still has to kill Viddy as well. True. I'm curious. I would be curious to go back through the VOD at some point, see how much time the flute saved in general, in just travel time. Because Tony did basically get the flute before having to do most of his travel, and SB is just not going to have it for this entire seed, basically. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just like, just not going to be able to get there. Until basically the end, really. Like, by the time Ridley gets the flute, it's just not gonna matter anymore. I guess it'll matter. Well, no, it'll matter for... Well, it'll matter for Meyer, but it's kind of anticipated that Ridley's gonna route the Meyer on the way to Lower North Air, so... Kinda, it is what it is, and Ridley did basically 2 extra dungeons, right? Did Tower of Hera, did Skullwoods... So that's kind of them's the breaks sometimes. You see if the pet is something, and if it's not, then kind of just wasted your time on those pendant dungeons. What is this routing, Ridley? Ridley, there was the chest in the middle of that room. We don't want that? Oh, okay. My bad. Not for nothing, I don't think that's where gravity is, so... I guess. It's fine. Not counting the keys. Oh. Is that a key? Oh. That's the big key door. Well, that's gonna be annoying. Yep, there's a nice diver down. Yeah. No. Yep. Yep. Go back. At least Ridley bonks to get back. Let's go back for the chest. Yeah, Cousins XG, I think the situation, you know, the item collection is going to continue until morale improves. Here's the big key. At least we can mirror. So that's something. Alright. Is Ridley go mode after gravity suit? I think he is. So not for nothing, Ridley can go mode lower Norfair and also go mode Meridia. However, Tony had a pretty fast movement through Norfair, but there was also like the extensive farms that Ridley will not have to do. They will both have access to Plasma X-Ray for Dragon. So that fight should be pretty straightforward. Ridley has access to... little pause there with the gravity obtained. Ridley will have the benefit of both the extra supers and the and gravity suit and the charged plasma for the Ridley fight. I mean, it's gotta be like 10 minutes, maybe. Tony did route in plasma for... I mean, you have X-ray, right? You kind of might as well. We're go-moding Meridia. And it's always nice to skip all of Meridia. Not for nothing. Love to see it. Nice moonfall there. Please don't die, Ridley. Okay. I think Ridley should be safe. Okay. Here comes the microwave shrimp. Delicious. Alright. I think that's everything. Yep. Tony is headed to the finish line. Ridley is Meyer, a Ridley, and a microwave shrimp behind. And I think that's gonna be... Unless there is like a really egregious GT setup here, I think that's gotta be it. I'm not seeing it, lads. Oh no. Wait. Well, I think if Ridley is going to check through Meridia here instead of go to Lower Norfair, then he definitely loses. We know the flute's in Lower Norfair, so not getting to the flute and getting the Mire access through that way. Even going to Lower Norfair is kind of nicer here because it guarantees you the Mire access, right? So you think Ridley is only doing Dragon here? I hope so. I hope so, Crescent's XG. I guess I guess it is go mode without it regardless, right? Because yeah, because you can use Lower Norfair to get to Mire, your go anyways. It's yeah. Yeah, Ridley should be go moding, but even so, it's just I think it's just a little too far behind. We'll see. Tony's got to clean up. Race isn't over till it's over. Let's see, where's the big key? Key that is big. Butter sword for your troubles? Big key in the randomizer, or not even. Oh, alright. Well, I think that's gonna be a wrap. It's gonna be a pretty clean finish here. Just gotta wrap it all up. You got the butter sword. You got silvers. This really ought to be enough. Thanks for hanging out on the stream, chat. It was a very close race for a very long time, but there was a few too many pendants obtained by Ridley, I think. And on Tony's side, a very nice clean Ridley fight. Out of logic, grants a flute on the escape that you have to imagine kind of bought back a lot of the time that was spent farming in that before that Ridley fight as well. Because the flute's just so strong, right? I'm kind of leaving this earth a little bit, but we will stick it through. What? Let's see if we can get the silvers. Oh, that's clean. That's a nice 1, 2, 3 fire in the hole right there. finally into Lower Norfair. I'm kind of losing it, chat, but it seems like a pretty clean GT clear thus far. We are low on magic. I don't recall Tony getting magic. Oh no, there's a full decanter in here. Even so, you gotta be careful with your magic with Ganon. We'll see. This looking like a Mire clear coming up for Ridley. Mire clear into Ridley into Dragon into game. Or so already did Dragon, so Mire to Ridley to game, but it's too late, I think. I fear. Geometry Wizard! There goes the wizard. I am really sorry, guys. I am super passive. It's on the cast at the moment. Oh, it should be clean up though for Tony, unless this Ganon looks really horrifying. Ridley's still got Ridley and the rest of this Misery of Mire to go, so. Right. Oh no, Silver! My one true weakness. A little torch glitch with the fire out there. Yep. That's gonna be a Mother Brain and a Grand Escape. And that'll be that for tonytyoung. I am trying my best. We did not. The area I was in had a really big thunderstorm in the early morning, and I definitely was playing Monster Hunter last night. I'm trying. Oh, that is a nice clear of that Metroid room. Tony's Metroid movement is a pleasure to see, really. Arrowing down Vitreous over here with Ridley. It's highly I mean, we have Charge Plaza. There's no way that we're gonna die to Mother Brain thing. So. Just kind of neck and neck. I went for a baby skip. Not a not a statue skip, and not a skip of any kind, unfortunately. That's a lot of health too. And without doing the thing to rip off both suits, it takes a little while, but it's okay. I'm fighting to keep my eyes open. It's not even that it's like, like, don't get me wrong, this is really cool stuff. It's really good to watch. I'm just, I am really dead tired. Good Zeb skip on the re-up. Alright, pretty straightforward. Charge plasma will melt through that Mother Brain. Meantime, Ridley's heading down to Lower Norfair, taking care of his own namesake. Oh no, the rainbow beam. Oh my gosh, it's the baby. I really am trying. Oh, stand-up glitch 2 for Tony. Nice. Please do not soft lock the game. I am unsure of the conditions for soft locking during stand-up, but I'm really hoping that Tony does not. Okay, no soft lock, we're safe. Alright, boom. Very nice and easy, mother brain. Good stand up out of Tony. Heading towards a nice little sub 250 finish here. First, the straight speed booster through. That's the nice location in the middle. There it is. Very nice escape. The great escape. Yeah, it's looking like we're even gonna get to the ship before the 1 minute gets on the timer. And that's it. GG's. 2 hours and 47 minutes for tonytyoung. He's gonna take it. Boo TY. I cannot believe I just read that out loud. I am incredibly cooked. Hey, what's up? Is this Tony? Hello, hello?
Alright, my mic was muted. Yeah, hello.
Is this Tony?
Yes.
Nice. Alright. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am passing out in this chair right here. But congrats on the win. It was a very nice, very clean lower Norfair, all things considered. Mildly out of logic to get. You got pretty giga rewarded for it. It was a nice flute, which I think kind of helped save time throughout your Zelda pieces that Ridley basically could not save, given that Ridley just now did lower Norfair, pretty much.
I see.
Yeah. So how do you feel about that? What in your mind? What's enough for lower Norfair? Like where do you? What resources for you do you get to, and you're like, all right, it's time.
Basically, as long as I can kill Ridley, that's when I go down. But the thing is, when I went down, I spent so much time farming, I actually didn't know if it was worth it. And the worst thing was, when I found the flute, I realized that I probably could have reset after, I could have activated the flute, reset to the ship, refill there instead of farming the bugs. So I felt like, hindsight, but also next time this situation pops up, maybe this is something I'll think about. But at the time, I felt awful because the farm took so long, and I had to crystal flash the 3 musketeers afterwards.
Yeah.
So I was not feeling good about it, but I guess the flute, like the movement from the flute was a lot.
Yeah, I mean, also not for nothing, Ridley did do pendant dungeons, so.
Okay.
So that's another additional thing that Ridley ended up doing. It was kind of like, because in kind of like the in logic route, Ridley also did not get gloves from the hobo in the water walk. Because what Ridley did was water walk, fairy waterfall, and then go straight to Saha Hut afterwards. So missed out on kind of like the quick gloves too early on as well. Even though it was like out of logic, but still, you know what I mean?
Yeah, getting I guess like having the water walk, just being able to save time, whether it's like going to Zora Ledge or going to Hobo, I think it's always worth it.
Yeah.
It's hard to say whether you should go to Ledge or Hobo, because technically, you know, the opportunity of being able to just dash through Zora's domain it's really powerful, but getting the item off of Hobo is also powerful, because I'm always sort of torn between it, because if you get a bow, and we knew where bow was, then it's really easy to just save and quit, or to reset to Super Metroid, take the portal, and fake flipper to that location.
Right.
But yeah, I thought Ridley would. I do a little bit of scouting before my matches, and I saw that Ridley would previously walk to Hobo, so that's why I chose Hobo this time.
That's interesting. So you scouted, and this time Ridley did not go to the hobo. Actually, did not go to hobo or ledge. Not for nothing. So
okay, so did he get a heart piece that made him like lose fake flipper status?
No, I like Ridley just went from the fairy waterfall. I don't believe he did I don't believe he did ledge. I'm pretty sure it was just the waterfall, and then he just went to Saha Hut. Like,
okay.
Like waterfall, portal back, don't do the hobo, just go to like the right side and then walk up to Saha Hut through there. Was I believe the routing.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. I was like, cause when we were watching it, I was seeing it and be like, don't balk, let's check the hobo. And I was like, wait, where are you going? The hobo's right there. At least.
Yeah, I think in this mode where you start with boots, I think it's where like I went to Saha immediately after transitioning.
Right, exactly.
But that's the closest you'll ever be to Saha, minus getting the flute.
Yeah.
Plus, like getting if you find bombs there or like something early that will help you with mini Moldorm Cave, I think it's so valuable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just like another place to get the early bombs, right? So.
Yeah, especially with the starting boots and being able to open that up.
Yeah, exactly. So, pretty good stuff. I'm sure that farm felt painful, but you know what? At least you didn't go to Ped and just blind pull it.
I'm curious, when did Ridley get the mirror? Because the thing that I was worried about the most was when I got the what's that dish called? The Running Man? In Thieves Town, so I had to save and quit, and I couldn't like continue that loop.
Yeah.
But like if you continue that loop, you get the mirror, and like you can easily, I say easily, you can route into like Aga right away after doing Hype Cave.
Well, see, so he did Aga like pretty early was the thing. So he did basically like Zelda Escape, what is it? Back half of Escape, Zelda Escape into Aga. And then I think got the mirror before Village of Outcasts or Thieves Town.
Oh, so he did Pod after Aga?
Yes.
And got like the hammer? Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. He did do the pure blind hammerless pod and was like, oh, nice. Vanilla hammer. Haha. You know. So yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, how did you feel when you saw that the randomizer didn't do his job?
My first thought was, well, what if Hookshot's also in Swamp?
Oh yeah.
But I decided against it because there was just so much I had left.
Yeah. Yeah, Crescent's XG makes a good point in chat. Pod was pretty much like the thing to do because he didn't have gloves at that point, and he didn't have what else? HS is I'm completely
Shot.
blank. Hookshot. There we go. Jeez. Yeah. So there was just not that much left, and he delayed Wreck Ship for so long, dude. I was like, you have like 6 E-tanks in Varia, just go. He was like he did like Waterway. He did Waterway before Wreck Ship, and I was like, please, just please just go to the Wreck Ship.
Yeah, from my scouting, I found out that he likes to try to go mode Wreck Ship as much as possible. So seeing the glove there was pretty pretty nice.
Go mode Wreck Ship is crazy to me. I don't know. I always feel like it's like once I have like 6 E-tanks, no suit, or like 3 E-tanks, any suit, I'm just like, do the Wreck Ship. We're gonna probably have to do it. It's the Wreck Ship.
Yeah, my criteria is if I can get the Sky Missile easily, I'll just do it.
Yeah, for sure. Like if there's other items to check and there's like a world we get to speed booster before Wreck Ship, that's also nice, right? Because it's like the worst thing ever. Like there's like we were commentating a seed last week where somebody scouted Hookshot on the desert ledge. Somebody else did not scout the desert ledge. And then they both get to the Wreck Ship at some point, and the book is at the speed booster check.
Oh.
And so the second, it wasn't the literal second, but pretty soon after speed booster was found, the person that scouted it was like, Hookshot, let's go, you know? But unfortunate, no torch glitch. But the person that didn't scout it basically like was like, I mean, if the book's important, it's important. And they ended up getting the Hookshot after getting the flute like 2.5 hours in later, which is, you know, a bit rough.
Yeah, Hookshot being there is rough.
For sure. Yeah.
This seed actually, if you do the water walk to Hobo or fake flipper to Hobo, you could break Mountain and get the speed booster early. I thought about actually going up Mountain after, or once I found that glove, because I was gonna do like Super Metroid stuff anyways, but like, you know, did I want to do Kraid then, or do I want to do the Bryn Loop? Again, because I scouted Ridley, I know he likes to go down to the Morph Ped, so I just kind of wanted to check that out too, just to see like if there was anything that could have changed his routing.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you know, you're putting in the work for this tourney, man. You know, you got the scouts going, you got the strats.
I used to watch everybody.
You know, that's, you know, props to you, dude. Yeah,
like I used to watch everybody because I like to see like how much everyone was improving.
Right.
It's been a while since I've played, but I think like everyone's gotten a lot better in the past however long it's been.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah. I think I've definitely learned a lot after starting to sign up for these commentary blocks and watching people and be like, huh, yeah, could do that.
Yeah, the best way to improve is by watching, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Watch yourself or watch your enemies.
So true.
Absolutely. You know, and also not for nothing, do a little room grinding. You know, it's boring, You know, it's kind of like eating vegetables. But if you grind Fantoon for like 2 hours straight, then you're probably gonna get better at Fantoon. Like, unironically, what is it? I was booting up the Link to the Past practice one and doing the, just doing blind practice just because I was so horrible at it. But yeah, watching the tapes, getting the VODs, getting out of the way. Low life, low pro sports level of strategy. You know, everybody can watch the VODs. It's, you know, we're all capable of doing it. It's you choose to do it. We're all capable of reviewing the tapes. I love Crescent's XG in chat. Get rid of my VODs before racing Tony. I am really interested to see how much time the flute might have actually saved you in the end. It's just kind of an interesting idea to me. This is one of the... Okay. I was like, this is one of those crazy baby skip attempts I've ever seen if this actually works.
Yeah, once the first... Or, yeah, once one of the jumps is off, it's really hard to recover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in this mode, like, finding, like, where, you know that your opponent also has boots. Like, you're not gonna find boots before your opponent, but like you could find something like speed booster or flute or hook shot, like all these other movement items.
Exactly,
so,
right.
Yeah, even high jump is like getting the high jump from wreck ship was like crazy.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
It made it way easier to do the lava dive.
Ah, yeah, true. Honestly, okay, you know, I didn't realize, what is it? I had forgotten that the lava is not like water, and it's just like, you're still in the same physics, but slow. I might have to practice the lava dive a bit. I'm tempted.
It's a good one to learn, and if you do hard mode, it could be in logic. That's
true. Actually, the real thing is, before any of that, I need to learn Zeb Skip. I just haven't tried it enough. I don't get the feeling on it. Honestly, it's kind of funny for me so far in a race where I'm like, oh, it's an ammo seed, and there's no ice. That means I can't lose time to Zeb Skip here. Either case, everybody else in chat, let's go, let's cheer on Ridley here as they take out Mother Brain. Few more charged plasma shots ought to do it. Yeah. Damage down. Not gonna happen.
Might be setting up for stand-up.
Oh, that's right as well. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you had a very nice stand-up. Let's hoping for the same here.
I got my first shot too early, but I knew I had X-ray to back it up, so I got force stuck.
Nice one. No, Ridley definitely, yeah, low life low. Ridley definitely played pretty well this seed. It was very neck and neck for a while. I think what kind of got knocked down in the end. But even so, I think what kind of ended up cinching the deal was the Turtle Rock decision, because Turtle Rock was gravity, right?
Yeah.
I think if it's like if Ridley gets to Ridley basically went to Swamp before TR, and if Ridley gets Gravity and Swamp and you don't, you do Turtle Rock and it's nothing, right? Then it's kind of like, okay, well then maybe Ridley can do Ridley can get the Swamp taken care of, then go mode into like, oh, is that a glitch?
Yeah, if you shoot when at the wrong time when the baby's dying. This
Oh
happens.
no, is that a
I
soft
think
block?
no, I think if you hold, I forget if it's item select or item cancel, like it'll eventually go away.
Oh, okay. Hopefully he knows how to resolve it.
To be honest, I was hoping for gravity in swamp and like hookshot
Yeah.
up, like hookshot
Yeah.
up on the mountain.
Yep. All right, nice.
Alright, we're good.
We're good, chat. We're good. Glitch resolved. The hyper beams will continue until morale improves. All right. It's time for X to make his way out of Planet Zebus. I'm a nice backup. Just making sure. Or it's not a backup, but just making sure to get the gates shot through with a quick angle shot. Ah, rip the moonfall up. Oh yeah, low life lobe. Yeah, we got key sanity. You wanna talk keys? You played any key sanity seeds, Tony?
It's been a while.
Yeah. No, key sanity is rough. So in 2 games, low life lobe, there are actually it adds keys to Super Metroid areas. Because Super Metroid doesn't normally have keys, so it adds keys. You get more keys to randomize. It basically locks off different areas of Super Metroid behind key cards, and it does things like potentially put Spore Spawn like forced in logic, because the key card might be the boss key card, and that might be your access to the Spore Spawn item, rather than doing the Spore Spawn skip, which might require a key card that you don't have. So that's funny. GG's, Ridley. A respectable 308.41 for a real slog of a seed. Real last locations on more than a few of these kinds of things. Welcome, Ridley.
Hello. GG's.
GG's. How you feeling?
Ouch.
I mean, that was a real that was a real seed of a lifetime for sure. Yeah, so I feel you.
They all started with that bow on Lumberjack.
It all went downhill from there.
Yep. I cannot believe that my myths were on Hobo.
The
I really
hobo
can't
myth.
believe it.
Yeah, I'm curious actually because you kind of made the conscious decision after the waterfall to just go straight to the hut.
Yeah.
And you
I mean,
didn't do it after the
to be fair, I was honestly thinking of skipping the hut too, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Wow. With the boots on a boot start scene?
yeah.
Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Tony had a So Tony, what Tony ended up doing in the early game was an early lower Norfair clear with a lava dive and like 6 or 7 E-tanks.
Oh, really?
And yeah, so he did end up having to farm for a good amount right before Ridley because of some unfortunate damage from the Gagos. And so, Tony, are you still around? I see you're muted here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were feeling pretty bad about the farm, but I think it all kind of got evened out with the pendant dungeons from you, Ridley.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, are we thinking like, is it just like this seed seems so horrible? Let me just do the pendant dungeons. Like,
No, I
just
mean, like, the
let me just
pendant
see.
dungeons were like all the easy dungeons. I mean, like, look at the
Sure,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah. And I had the early fire rod, and I was like, okay. I
yeah,
just finished Skull Woods and checked pad, and so.
yeah, yeah. Fair enough. All right. Anything else y'all want to say to the stream before we get off here?
Uh, Vanilla Hammer was very funny.
That's true. uh, it is kind of funny because you get into a mindset with dungeons where you're like, I don't want to enter this dungeon until I can full clear it, and then you
Oh,
just
I was
remember.
absolutely saying that with Eastern because I knew where the bow was and I didn't want to go there.
Yep. And then it was like, oh yeah, right. That's not only is that where it is in the vanilla game, but that also means we can finish this dungeon now. Anything else from you, Tony?
GG's against Ridley, and thanks for the calm and the restream, and thanks to the organizers.
Oh,
Yep.
GG's. And thank you to everybody.
Thanks for watching, everybody. This is one of the first matches of round three of the SMZ3 Community Boot Start Tournament. There's gonna be, believe, 6 rounds of Swiss. We're gonna have matches streamed all throughout this week, so long as we get some commentators and trackers on the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. GG's, everybody. You can catch some of the other matches on some of the Speed Gaming channels. I'm sure you know that they're all existing, seeing as you're on one of them. This was on Speed Gaming 5. Any of the matches can be just about anywhere. Speed Gaming by itself, then Speed Gaming 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., etc. You can check the schedule, I believe, and see some of the incoming streams as they get scheduled. And of course, if you follow all the runners, then you'll just see their streams. Easy. Thanks, everybody. Good night. Oh, and shoutouts to Ye Old Fart Gamer for tracking. Thank you very much.